habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On the carry.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Jones now to throw on second down. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
A gain of 4.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
6 at the 20-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. But he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive,
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Ferguson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ferguson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ferguson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot down.
It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
To O.J. Howard.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
That's taken it around the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
If you know, you know. That's the reason he bought for.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on first down. 4. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Ferguson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 29 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Operating from the gun, Ferguson. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down. Ferguson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Ferguson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Vita Vea.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, check flag 33, check flag 33.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the 2nd down throw on target. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
18-yard line.
Now it's Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 11-yard.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down, and the Giants have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants 38, Buccaneers nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Right back to him on first down. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Ferguson. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Buccaneer first down.
From the gun, Ferguson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Buccaneers.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Fuller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A quick throw caught by Godwin.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ferguson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Tampa Bay.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ferguson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Giants 45. Buccaneers nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, it's Barnett. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, Barnett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get the 1st. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Now that was a gutsy call. In today's NFL, that is a passing down, but they broke tendency and in a big way, and they were rewarded with a big run. Now they're set up with 1st and goal. Got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator. He didn't play it safe. He took a chance, and it paid off.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, Ferguson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run on first down. It's Fuller. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ferguson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
45.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
49-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a give, right side. Fuller flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Fuller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. Today's final score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Giants, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.